Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, January 13, 2021. The Ministry of Health and Wellness says it is closely monitoring a spike in the number of COVID-19 cases in St. Anne and Manchester. In Parliament Tuesday, Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said the parishes were showing signs of uncontrolled spread. As at January 11, St. Anne has 75 active cases, while Manchester has 68, equating to the island's first and second highest infection rates.
The health departments in those parishes have already begun to ramp up prevention activities with testing and contact tracing, especially for the vulnerable populations. Community interventions, which are key components of the response, have also been initiated with activities in town centres and in at-risk communities.
Minister Tufton says the country will be updated on further actions that may be required. Up to January 11, Jamaica has recorded 13,760 COVID-19 cases and, regrettably, 315 deaths. In the meantime, interventions to curtail the spread of the virus in Westmoorland has resulted in a marked reduction of cases in the parish. Westmoorland has been under special COVID-19 containment measures since December 16. Among them, tighter curfew hours and a reduction in public gathering limits. But Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton told the House of Representatives Tuesday that thanks to the ministry's intervention, an extension of enhanced restrictions would no longer be required beyond January 15.
The interventions have resulted in the reduction in reported cases to 51 active cases as of January 11, 2021. The total occupancy at the Savalanamar Hospital is now 56% for isolation, a reduction from as high as 80% reported in December.
Dr. Tufton commended councillors and the members of Parliament who used their influence to curb the behaviour and urged citizens to maintain the COVID protocols. In other news, more families will get a chance to benefit from the Own Your Own Device OYOD incentive program when it reopens on Monday, January 18. The program provides parents or guardians with an electronic voucher, e-voucher, valued at $20,000 to purchase devices from an approved vendor. Applications for the program were first received between November 17 and December 4, 2020. Education Minister Fable Williams says this reopening is to facilitate persons who had difficulty applying last year.
We want all 36,000 families to have a device in the home. We will reopen to give others, especially those having the TRN or SRN issue, a chance to have the ministry work with them on those issues. While this is happening, the distribution of e-vouchers will commence in January.
While speaking in Parliament on Tuesday, Minister Williams said the program had already met 49% of its target. Persons experiencing difficulties with the OYOD platform may contact 888-EDUCATE. That's 888-338-2283. By the end of the month, every child in state care will receive a device to ensure they can fully engage in digital learning. That's the word from the State Minister of Education, Youth and Information, Robert Morgan. He was speaking at the handing over of 200 tablets to wards of the state on January 12.
And that's a way for the government to basically bring equity within the society where children in rural communities, in poor communities, children in state care do not feel as if they're lesser than, but feel that the government is working to ensure that they too have the tools so that they can uplift themselves.
These new devices fall under the government's One Laptop or Tablet per Child initiative. They will be distributed by the Child Protection and Family Services Agency across 51 government and private homes that house more than 4,600 children. The Prime Minister and National Security Minister have condemned Monday's fatal shooting of 4-year-old Chloe Brown of Freeman's Hall, Trelawney. Chloe was killed and her father injured during a dispute between her father and uncle. 2 persons have since been arrested and charged in relation to the matter. In a release, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said he was crushed by the news of Chloe's death. He called on all Jamaicans to use mediation and dispute resolution platforms to handle disagreements. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang also called on families to resolve their disputes without resorting to violence. And finally, 272,710 timber, ornamental and fruit tree seedlings have been distributed under the government's 3 Million Trees in 3 Years initiative. The Forestry Department, which is administering the program, has planted 194,284 seedlings under regular forest operations. The department has also distributed 78,426 seedlings to the public for planting. The program, which started in October 2019, will see a tree being planted for every Jamaican as part of the state's strategic response to climate change. It's expected that 3,000 hectares of land will be forested with timber seedlings by the Forestry Department. The remaining 1 million timber, ornamental, and fruit seedlings will be distributed to the public for planting. Persons who wish to participate in the planting program may contact the Forestry Department at 876-618-3205 or visit 173 Constant Spring Road. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.